Alright, so basically my team, I just use my A-Lot and my Assyria to push everyone up, and first stage I literally just push Assyria up and reset on Tamarin and try to kill this guy as soon as possible. You don't even need to like charge up for your soul because it doesn't really matter. You can literally just do that during the Wyvern stage. So yeah, the first stage is literally just combo armor break, and then my Kisei will just do some bursting, and yeah, I try to kill this thing just as soon as possible without taking any more time that it should be. Right, so for the second part, you literally just proc Ravi's thing as soon as possible, and then this stage is where you pretty much just build up your meter for souls. You just want to keep this Wyvern, not just keep it from killing you, and you literally just have to try to kill it as along the way of trying to store up your souls. You don't really need to save up your soul like specifically, you just need to try to kill the thing. And this team is pretty straightforward. You just push up, heal, push up, and try to kill as soon as possible. And all you have to do is push your Kisei up or your Siri up. And at the moment, since his shield is not up, so I'm just trying to hit a lucky armor break so this process goes faster. But you don't really have to push your Siri up to get the armor break because it's not really necessary. So yeah, you pretty much just keep doing the same thing over and over again until Wyvern is dead. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just trying to grind this guy's HP down. So sometimes when your Kisei gets stunned and then you feel like you can't break the shield fast enough, just keep on using your A-Lot to push up your Kiseis to like just refresh the stun and get her more turns to just break the shield. And if you need to soul burn your Kisei, you can always do that. And wherever your Sirion is on this stage, she's not really that helpful during this part. You just try to use all your skill as much as possible, try to build up your souls, try to like land a lucky stun if you can't, lucky armor break. If you can't land a lucky armor break, it doesn't really matter. Your Kisei can still break it. Just as long as you keep your CR position to a very good position for everyone, then you can literally just stall this stage out. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to grind this out. So yeah, if you can't get your A-Lot to push up your Kisei fast enough, and there's always keep your skill 3 for your A-Lot in case your skill 2 doesn't reset on the artifact. You can just soul burn skill 3 and then get your skill 2 up again and just push your Kisei up and just continuing blasting this guy. So yeah, skill 2 reset is really like, it's 85% chance for me at least. So it's pretty high chance, but if you don't have that high of a chance, you can always just use your soul burn to increase the chance of skill 2 being up. So yeah, basically you just sit here and do the same thing until this guy is dead. This guy is pretty tanky, so you have to watch out on your HP. If you happen to get nuked down, then yeah, make sure you control your HP because the burn damage is gonna do a lot of damage. You're gonna get like killed if you boost the wrong person. So make sure you boost your healer if your Kisei or Syria is gonna die from the burn. So make sure you heal it. And if you need to, you can always soul burn to heal up just a little, enough to not die from the burn.
이 달이 그들이 보는 마지막 달이겠군. 오너라. 각오하세요.
실력을 보여줄게. 좋아, 지금이야.
만월 아래에서 누구도 숨지 못하니. 같이 가요.
누구한테도 질 수 없어요. 난 강해.
밤의 무서움을 모르는 자는 가거라.
좋아. 실력을 보여줄게. 받아라.
안식을 드리죠.
노래할게요. 반짝이는
영원한 밤이 도래할 것이다. 달빛이여, 쏟아져라.
나츠처럼 싸워볼까? 좋아, 지금이야.
만월 아래에서 누구도 숨지 못하니.
So for the 400, the battle really starts now. Most people can get to this point, and the hard part about this part is that the dark one stops you from getting CR, and the light one stops you from healing as much. I believe the dark one reduced your CR boost by 50%, and then the light one reduced your healing by 50%, I believe. But I don't really care about the light one because the main thing about this team is about CR boost, right? So the main goal for this part is to burst down the dark one. So you want to do anything to kill the dark one as soon as possible, because as soon as you kill the dark one, you're open up your CR boost again, so you can move almost every turn, and then they can't even move because you're moving so much, and then you'll be able to do whatever you want afterwards. So the main goal you want to do is kill the dark one, kill the light one, so when Apocalypse Ravi have his 2 dragon dies, she basically reset and then resummon them in a stronger form, and then it becomes even harder. So once you get to that point, it's really what starting to matter.
누구한테도 질 수 없어요. 받아라.
제 무대예요. 반짝이는
각오하세요. 여기요.
So the dark dragon is almost dead, and he has pixel HP, so it doesn't really matter if you're wasting your skill or not. Just kill it, and it'll definitely help you a lot, because like the 50% CR boost reduction is just way too much. It doesn't really matter if you're using like your ultimate or soul burn it, whatever it takes to kill it. Right? As soon as you kill it, then you're good, and then you want to move on to your second target, the light dragon. Right? And your goal is to kill the light dragon so Epoxy Ravi can reset her skill, and then she turn into a different her next state form, and then resummon this too in 75% reduction instead of 50%. So it's basically the same thing but just stronger. And now you basically just want to kill the light one as soon as possible. So it doesn't matter what happens, you just want to armor break it. Of course, like always, you always have to armor break it to kill it the fastest. Armor break it with your Syria. Soul burn skill 1 if you have to. And if you have skill 3, just use skill 3. And then try to armor break it and burst it down as soon as possible. And that's really all the tips I have for you right after killing the Dark Dragon. So yeah, just try to armor break as soon as possible. And like you can see right now, I'm just pushing everyone up, pushing my Tamarin up, my Tamarin is pushing everyone up, and pushing my Alop back up again. Everyone just get to move so much that they don't really get to do anything after the Dark Dragon's up. After the Dark Dragon's dead. And then always make sure that whenever your Kisei skill 3 is up, use it on Epoxy Ravi, because her skill 3 is stupid. Alright, make sure you don't want to, like, make sure she use her skill 3 as little as possible, because whenever she uses her skill 3, she gets the crit chance reduction buff, and every time you don't crit, she get a stackable buff. So you just don't want her, basically just don't want her to let her stack, then that's pretty much it. So you don't really want to touch her, you don't really need to touch her besides just using your skill 3 on Kisei on Epoxy Ravi to reduce the cooldown of her ultimate. And then yeah, just kill the light dragon as soon as possible.
실력을 보여줄게. 받아라.
만월 아래에서 누구도 숨지 못.
나츠처럼 싸워볼까?
Yeah, also always make sure to check your skills very often, because most likely you probably won't remember your skill cooldown at all time, because this is a CR pusher team. You push so much that you don't remember, you probably won't have enough memory to remember what your cooldown is at for every single character. And the most crucial CD is to see your Sierra skill 2 and your Tamarin, and then try to sync it up, and then they can use, Tamarin can use her skill 3 back to back and skill 2 back to back if needed. And if you time it correctly, she can use her skill 2 twice in a row and then finish up with skill 1. And then now, since she killed both of her minions, she summoned both of them back at a stronger effectiveness, where the dark one reduced the CR increase by 75%, and then I believe the light one just a 75% heal. I think, I don't really know about the light dragon, so yeah, basically same thing. You just want to kill the dark one as soon as possible, because without your CR full potential CR push, you're just, this team is just getting locked down. So just try to get the armor break as soon as possible, and as soon as you get the armor break, just throw everything and try to kill the dark one. Just doesn't matter what you have to use, just throw everything and try to kill it.
밤의 무서움을 모르는 자여. 안식을 드리죠.
Whenever you get your serious turn, you just want to do as much damage as possible. My serious 4 damage, no speed. Therefore, she's a really good burst for me. And as soon as the dark dragon dies, this game is pretty much done. That's pretty much your goal for this team. As soon as the second form, the second Dark Dragon is dead, you are pretty much guaranteed a win. So now you basically just have to consistently make sure that your Kisei skill 3 is up. And if it's not up, use your Syria on it, use your skill 2 on it, reset it, or use your Guardian to reset it. Either one. Just make sure that as soon as Ravi has 2 or more, make sure you to use this Kisei skill 2, skill 3 I mean, to lower the cooldown to as low as possible. You don't have to always use it at 1 stack to be more efficient. So as long as the Ravi doesn't have any stack on her ult, you're basically guaranteed to win. Like there's nothing that she can really do besides just praying to get a skill 3 off. If she does get a skill 3 off, that means she's gonna resummon one of the dragons that is dead, and then if both of them are dead, then she always summon the dark one, so that's really bad. So if she does summon the dark one back, just do the same thing. Just armor break it, try to kill it as soon as possible, or you'll be in trouble because it's gonna be really bad for you. So yeah, now I push everyone up. The light dragon is pretty much armor breaking and she is dead. So at this point, Apocalypse Ravi is guaranteed dead. Right? So now your A-Lot, you just want to always push your Kisei up until her skill 3 is up. So if Kisei's skill 3 is not up, just push her up, give her more turns to reset her cooldowns. If not, you can always just push your Syria up and then just reset her cooldown for her skill 2, and then so she gets skill 2 Kisei if needed, right? Or if Kisei doesn't need a reset on her skill 3, then you can use the Syria skill 2 on Tamarin and then just boost everyone up. If boosting everyone up, just give them more turns. Giving them more turns means they get more cooldowns, right? So if all things fails, that's when you use your Guardian. Using your Guardian is like the last resort, right? So if you don't have anything else to do or anything to reduce your Kisei's cooldown, or if your Kisei miss, use your Syria skill 2 to reset it, or use the Guardian to reset it, and then try to just take out her skill 3 again. Just constantly doing that. Just doing this every single turn, you should be easily winning this battle. Yeah. So yeah, just keep looking out for your skill. Push everyone up push people up that need the cooldown on their skills, and then the Ravi literally can't do anything. She can't as long as she can't one shot anyone with her regular attack, she can't do anything at all. At this point, I just use my Syria and Kisei to constantly just blasting her down. She is dying pretty fast. She can't really do anything about it. And yeah.
나츠처럼 싸워볼까? 난 강해!
맹세합니다. 꽃의 맹세. 각오하세요. 제 노래를 들어요. 반짝이는
누구한테도 질 수 없어요. 받아라!
안식을 드리죠. 밤의 무서움을 모르는 자요.
기절할 것 같아. 제 노래를 들어주세요. 제 무대예요. 신사숙녀 여러분.
실력을 보여줄게.
The best time to use your Guardian is when your Serious skill 2 and your Kisei skill 3 are both at least at 2 cooldown, and your Tamarind is having cooldown as well on her skill 3 and skill 2. This is the best time to use Guardian because you benefit on all things. So you basically will want to only use the Guardian on your A-Lot, because your A-Lot doesn't really do anything besides pushing people up, basically cooldown. If he can use the Guardian to use the cooldown, that's better than just reducing one character's cooldown. And then now, if all things fucked up like that time when everything's on cooldown, that's basically what you use your Guardian for. And whenever you use your Guardian, everything resets. Your luck can't be that bad, I believe. As long as your luck is not super bad, then you should be able to destroy this battle from now on. Just armor break this thing, and then she should be easy to kill. Push Assyria up for the big burst. Burn soul 1. It doesn't matter if you burn it or not. Just keep on attacking her and she should die.
이 달이 그들이 보는 마지막 달이겠군. 아름다운 은빛이.
누구한테도 질 수 없어요. 좋아, 지금이야.
명을 따르겠습니다.
Yeah, that's it for 400. Let me show you guys my equip for the characters first. I've been using this team for almost everything. Basically, the core team member is the Syria, Oxlot, and Tamarind. If you want to see my other combo, as you can see my other videos, my previous video. Basically, the 3 core member will never change. Is Oxlot, Assyria, Tamarind. Let me show you my stats for them real quick. Let's go through. Okay, let's go through my Tamarind real quick. And then Tamarind is pretty standard build. I max out on skill 2 and skill 3. She basically just have speed. Of course, you just get her speed. Health, it doesn't really matter if you have more health or defense. I personally have a low health and higher defense because my set is just, I just have a higher speed on the set, so it's not necessarily needed to have higher defense. You can have more health, it doesn't really matter as long as you get enough speed, and you should be fine. Make sure you have lower speed than Oxlot, so Oxlot always go before your Tamarind. My Oxlot has 245 speed. It has 100% crit chance. The effectiveness doesn't really matter as long as he can go as fast as possible. It doesn't really matter. My Oxlot has 245 speed, and make sure your Oxlot is level 60 because he gets a lot more tanky, or he's just gonna get one shot at. The crucial thing about my Oxlot is having Spirit's Breath. Whenever you use your skill 2, you can use it every single turn. So make sure to, this is really crucial for this team. You just have this, and every time you skill 2, push everyone up, you can skill 2 every single turn. So that's for my Oxlot. Yeah, the main thing, you just have to have a Spirit Breath. And my Tamarind, okay, I forgot to go through my Tamarind's artifact. I have Water's Origin for my Tamarind because she is pretty decently squishy, and then the boss usually do more than 20% of my HP, so this is just what makes her a little tanky. If your Tamarind's a lot tankier, then you don't have to have this. You can use a lot of other artifacts. It doesn't really matter what she has, honestly. So that's that. And then we're gonna go through my Kisei. Alright, my Kisei, I basically just give it speed boots. Speed boots doesn't really matter. Make sure your effectiveness is high so you don't miss your skill 3 on the Pox of Ravi, because what she needs to do is to reduce the cooldown of Pox of Ravi skill 3. That's like the crucial thing to do. So all you have to do is just, all her job is to just reduce Pox of Ravi's skill 3. And the Wyvern, if you need to kill the Wyvern, you're all relying on Kisei. The best thing to get is Daydream Joker because they all have fucking high HPs. So yeah, that's the most ideal. That's pretty much it for my Kisei. And my last character, my core member, is Assyria. My Assyria is literally full damage. You don't need any speed on her, because the build I did is based... Oxlot is here to purely support my Assyria, so my Assyria doesn't need any speed. And my Assyria basically just go full damage, as much damage as possible. Just a little bit of effectiveness is fine, because you want to somewhat land your armor break. Armor break is super crucial, and yeah, I just have portrait on her, because she do more damage, yeah, in general, for higher HPs. And then this is really help you burst down the dark dragon and the light dragon. This is not the best artifact for her in the stage, but I personally just didn't take it off because I'm lazy. Don't feel the need that I need to take it off, because I use this for PvP as well. So Assyria, pretty straightforward. 4 damage, no speed, pure burst, pure DPS. And then the person who's going to be supporting her is Oxlot, who makes her go every turn. As long as your Oxlot go, your Assyria can go, because Oxlot's skill 2 never goes on cooldown. So yeah, that's about it for my heroes. It's basically this 4 heroes. Assyria is important to make her full damage instead of any speed, because Oxlot wouldn't make sense anymore if that's the case. And you wouldn't do any damage if you're going utility Assyria. Yeah, so that's it for the stream or this video. The board looks pretty nice. If from the outside, it doesn't look too nice, but when you actually use it, it looks pretty nice. So yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. I will answer your question if I can try to help you out. I never really make these kind of video because there's no really new content in Epic 7 that gets me excited enough. So hopefully they make these kind of content a lot more often, so we can really like play around with the character that we actually own for the longest time. Yeah, the Abyss 100 came out for 2 days, and we're done with it. So yeah, hopefully there's new content. If you like this kind of video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment if you have any question, and if there's any new content in the future, I'll try to make new videos for it. Alright, thanks for watching, peace out.